My name is Kelsey Davis, last name Davis, and I have been a CASA since 2010. I heard about CASA. It was a great experience, you know, something that's going to push me outside of my comfort zone, so an area that I'm going to learn from, but more importantly, have the biggest impact. Becoming a CASA was and is an absolutely amazing experience. I still to this day am amazed at how much I have grown from being a CASA, both inside as a person but also as a professional. It is extremely rewarding, and you're able to make an impact in your community with those that are most vulnerable. Through the CASA training, we go through an in-depth training program where it really supports us to feel comfortable to take on a case and start advocating for that child. In addition to that, you have your peer coordinators and your CASA supervisors there to support you along the way. So my goals being a CASA when I get a case is I need as much information on the discovery and the case history as possible. Immediately I want to see the children and get to know them. I want to connect with the teachers and any of the parents that are in the picture, aunts, uncles. I want to have a whole picture of that child's life. Who's interacting with them? What does that child need? So there's those immediate concerns that I want to address right away. Throughout the timeline of the case, I want to make sure that I have all of the information necessary so that on the day of court, I can present a thorough court report with recommendations to the juvenile court judge. So ultimate goal is to find a loving, safe, stable, forever home for the child or the siblings. It gives them an unbiased, supporting voice in the courtroom. It's something they cannot do themselves, and so it is priceless for us to be able to be there to do that for them. But one of the best parts is meeting the children on the case, and that's where you get to know them. So these three siblings came into care. The oldest came into care on his birthday, and it was his third time going into foster care. The two younger siblings have been in foster care twice before. They were not placed into the same homes, unfortunately. So if you imagine being age 3, 4, and 6 and being removed from your home by strangers, and then you're going to different locations, so you don't have each other for those emotional support. In this case, they were not placed in a safe situation. There was abuse that happened in the home that they were placed in through the foster care system. So immediate action happened and they were removed. Long story short, visiting these children consistently and just falling in love with them, they were able to be adopted together. And although the case has been closed for a few years now, they still call me. They're absolute sweethearts. They're doing so good in school and sports, and they're thriving. It is just amazing to see. So that's just one of the cases that has stolen my heart, and three of the children that will, until the day I die, be on my heart and on my mind. So presently there is over 1,100 children in foster care in Lane County. An average case is going to be about a year to 2 years on it. A year would be a relatively short period of time, and some cases are open until the child ages out of the system. So if you can imagine going into care at age 4, and you're there until your early 20s. And the children are considered lucky if they can have a garbage bag that has their favorite blanket, their clothes if they're clean, and if they're lucky, a favorite stuffed animal or a toy. It's few and far between that they get to have a lot of their stuff with them. There are various ways to be able to give to CASA. First and foremost, being an advocate, giving 10 to 15 hours a month on a case is one of the most direct ways to give. There's donations that can be made financially, one-time donation, or broken up over months. We also have a clothing closet for all ages for children that anybody can come and donate clothing to, and that's a high need. We hold various functions throughout the year that people can come and participate in to give back, or even fundraise for those events also.